behalf of the Clovis Veterans Memorial District Board of Directors and staff, thank you for joining us as we honor our future leaders and salute our young patriots. Every year, we look forward to connecting our future service members and their families with current service members and support services that will assist them as they take on this new adventure. The Clovis Veterans Memorial District was established in 1946 to honor our World War II veterans coming home, with the mission to provide a permanent living memorial honoring U.S. military and veterans, provide facilities and support programs to promote a legacy of service for preserving our communities and country's foundational ideals. The Salute to Patriots is a perfect example of a way we bring the community together to celebrate these ideals.
Now please welcome Miss Shelby Cash from Clovis High School as she leads us in our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
It's an honor to be with you for this special event. Let's pray. Gracious and loving God, we give you thanks for this new day you have made, a reminder that you are the author and giver of life. Today we gather together virtually as the Veterans Memorial District hosts the Salute to Patriots program. We give you thanks, Lord, for raising up students who have made a commitment to serve our country in the military following graduation from high school. Help them to look to you in these days ahead so that they will embrace the power that is beyond anything this world can give, that being yours. We pray this in the mighty name of God and name above all others. Amen.
Welcome to our annual Salute to Patriots. This is the Clovis Veterans Memorial District on behalf of the Clovis community, saluting the young men and women from our area high schools who have chosen to serve their nation after high school by enlisting in one of the armed services. This is really special to us and to our mission here in the community. Traditionally, communities honor their top scholars, their top athletes, and they make a big fuss over them. We believe there's no better commitment to this nation and to the community and to the country than that of young people who are enlisting in the armed services going out of high school. So we thank you for your service. We're here to support you and your families as you enter this new journey, and we hope for nothing but the best for you and your future.
Are you ready to see our future service members who will proudly serve our great nation? We will now introduce the 2021 graduating class who will be welcomed by our local veterans, And we will also include branch-specific fun facts and a personal welcome from one of our active military personnel. Each branch will conclude with a service song that are time-honored traditions and a way of showing pride to the respective branch. So sing along and join us as we welcome the Patriot class of 2021.
I've served in the Army for about 25 years since I entered the United States Military Academy many years ago. I'll tell you, it's been an awesome ride. I've had the opportunity to go to multiple countries. I've got a couple of combat deployments under my belt. And I'll tell you, when I started, I had no idea I'd be with you here 25 years later, still serving. And I think that's probably the first thing that I would tell my younger self. If I were in your shoes today, I would be open and inquisitive to opportunities. When I got started, I thought I was going to ultimately be an engineer, and here I am 25 years later, an Army aviator. The opportunities are tremendous, and what you think you're about to embark on is definitely a journey, but it may not be the end path that you take as you begin this military service. There are a tremendous amount of opportunities, and that's the thing. One thing that really surprised me as I learned more and more about the Army. There are areas of the Army that I had no idea even existed. For me, I ended up staying pretty much a mainstream career, but there are opportunities in medical and cyberspace all over the place that you could find yourself eventually getting into if that's what you ultimately want to do. And I think along the way, you're going to find that there are going to be some tough spots. Right now, you're going to be heading off to basic training. And for some of you, basic training is going to be a tremendous challenge. Others are going to have challenges when they go on that first deployment. And you're going to really be reliant on family and friends to help you get through that. Simple things like letters during basic training, or a care package while you're overseas, or spending a little bit of time doing that FaceTime call are going to be huge. Eventually you're going to run into the problems, and I don't think without that family support and support from friends that it's really possible to make it through military service. And I want to thank you for what you are really about to embark on. Very, very few people actually enter military service, and it's truly awesome that you're answering your country's call and heading off to basic training and embarking in, whether it's the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, or Marines, or even Coast Guard. You guys are doing a tremendous job for your country, and without a doubt, I know that you're going to benefit from this experience. So thank you for what you do.
Welcome to the Army.
Congratulations, and thank you for choosing to serve our country. Welcome to the Army.
My name is Captain Justin Bush. I'm an artillery officer in the United States Marine Corps. I started my experience at the Naval Academy, made the decision to make the jump to the superior service, in my opinion, with significantly better uniforms. From there, graduated in 2013, went through the pipeline for the basic officer course, as well as the basic course to become an artillery officer. Spent some time with 1st Battalion, 11th Marines, did a deployment with them, and then changed stations up to where I am now, up in Lemoore, California, working with the motivated Marines of Marine Wing Support Squadron 473 Detachment Alpha. Looking back on my time, if I could tell my second lieutenant self one thing, is just to enjoy it. Marine Corps has a way of putting you in some struggling or tough situations. You're going to be hot, you're going to be cold, probably wet, probably going to smell bad. But if you take a second to look around, what you're going to find is you're actually doing some pretty cool stuff, that you're contributing to a greater cause, and you're doing it with some of the greatest people in the world. So some of my best friends are in the Marine Corps. You're going to have some incredible experiences with them. So again, looking back on my time, it's one of those things where sometimes you don't realize it unless someone tells you, but it's going to be a good time, and again, just enjoy it. Something that surprised me was a variety of experiences I was put in as just going through my short time of 7 years. I've done everything from deploy on a boat, doing things where I didn't see land for 60 days, all the way to the complete opposite of that, where I was in the desert for over 60 days. And what you'll find in the Marine Corps is there's often a lot of situations where there's too many things to do and then not enough Marines to do it. So what will end up happening is, you could be that supply admin person, or you could be that infantry person, and you're going to find yourself doing the complete opposite thing of what you thought you were going to be doing, which has a way of stressing you in ways that you didn't really think possible. So although, me personally, I'm an artillery officer, and for as much time as I've spent, shooting machine gun rounds or throwing arty rounds down range, I've spent just as much time doing admin or logistics or planning or that kind of thing. And so for me personally, what the Marine Corps has done is find ways to make you uncomfortable, put you in those situations, and then kind of kick you through the door to overcome those challenges and do bigger and better things. So for me, obviously that's the headline, that's the big billboard thing where you're going to get out there, you're going to do things that you never thought possible and all that kind of stuff. But to go through and live it, and then look back on it and see what I actually did, especially me coming from a small farming town in Michigan, not unlike Fresno or the surrounding towns around here. It's a surprise to me every time I look back, and like I said, it's been a great experience. Next, to say a couple words to the families. I'll be the first one to say absolutely that it takes a village to do this. There's been a number of times where I could not do what I do without the help of my family and my wife and the support system that we've had. Absolutely, it takes a village. And And there's going to be a number of days where, although it's your son or your daughter, niece, nephew, brother, sister, whatever that is joining the Marine Corps, I can promise you there's probably going to be a lot of days where you feel like you joined the Marine Corps just because of the obligation, the time, the stress, all that other kind of stuff. So I can't say thank you enough for what you've already done to kind of get your son or daughter up to this point, or whatever the relationship is to the future Marine sitting in the room. But again, I thank you personally for doing what you've done so far, and like I said, the DoD can't do what it does without the support system fighting the fight from home. So thanks again, it's greatly appreciated. And then lastly, congratulations to those young future Marines out there on getting through high school. So congratulations on that. And then also choosing this line of work and taking the next step in your life to do something bigger and better. It's going to be a ride. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be challenging. Like I said, Marine Corps is going to find ways to make you uncomfortable, but we're going to be there every step of the way. There's going to be NCOs, officers, staff NCOs, to make sure that you're pushed through these hard times and you're going to see success and you're going to succeed as one of the greatest fighting forces this world has ever seen. So good luck, keep your head down, and hoorah, Semper Fi.
Welcome to the Marine Corps, man. Go out there and earn that title. Rah!
Welcome to the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps is always looking for a few good men and women, and it looks like you're it. So make it happen. Hoorah!
My name is Lieutenant Jackie Drew. I'm a pilot in the Navy, and I'm currently attached to Strike Fighter Squadron 113 in Lemoore, California, where I fly the F-18 Echo Super Hornet. I've been asked to speak with you all to share my experiences, which is always a challenging thing to do when you're speaking to a group of people, mostly because everyone's story is very different. To the collection of individuals whom this video is intended, each of you has a very unique story, a narrative completely your own that explains how and why you've chosen to serve in the armed forces. And if you ask for the motivation behind that choice, everyone's answer is going to be a little bit different. They'll give a slightly different response. Some say duty, family, country, life experience, education, travel the world, broaden their horizon. All great answers, whatever it might be, whatever your motivation is. The inspirations might be different, but the essential component that's shared fundamentally at its core is that it is a choice. And it's a big choice, and it's not one that many make. And it's one that you have. So for that, I just want to say congratulations. I hope I'm one of many who say congratulations to you for making that choice. You're all about to embark on an unbelievable ride. You'll have the distinct pleasure of being surrounded by people of widely diverse backgrounds from all over who will instill lasting impressions, and you'll share experiences that are going to challenge both your way of thinking as well as your resolve. You'll meet coworkers who become friends, and friends who you'll feel very lucky to call family. The military it's a hyper unique and strange club, and you're not in it until you're in it, and once you're in it, you are a member for life. And it's truly an unbelievable one to be a part of. So, from a fellow member, I feel humbled to say, with a great deal of gratitude, welcome to the club.
Welcome to the Navy. Thank you for your service.
We enthusiastically welcome you to the Navy.
I'm Colonel Chris Austin. I'm the Vice Wing Commander of the 144th Fighter Wing, and it is my pleasure to introduce the Air Force branch for the Patriots dinner. And I am so excited about your future, and I'm so excited about the opportunities that will be presented to you. I know you'll live up to the task. I graduated from the Air Force Academy a number of years ago, and then went on to fly the F-16. I have 8 combat deployments, so I've deployed to Iraq, Afghanistan, North Africa. I've been stationed in Korea. I've been stationed in the States numerous times. I was stationed in Europe for almost 9 years, which was a pretty fantastic experience. And I commanded a fighter squadron. I was number 2 on the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds, so I flew left wing on the Thunderbirds. I was an aggressor pilot, and I tell you what, it's really been a fantastic career. There's a great book by Cal Newport that I always recommend to people called Be So Good They Can't Ignore You, and that book has so much wisdom in it, but it's basically about growing where you're planted. When you first start in the military, or you first start in almost any job, you're going to have kind of a menial job, and my recommendation to folks is just be so good at that job that they can't ignore you. And I'm telling you, if you're good enough, people like me, I'm now the vice wing commander of about 1,300 people here in Fresno. That's how big our base is. We're always looking for those folks that just perform exceptionally, just work extremely hard. And so if you're so good that they can't ignore you, I guarantee good things will happen to you. The second one, growing where you're planted. Like I talked about, a lot of the jobs you'll get initially are very humble. That's okay. Do those jobs extremely well and you'll grow where you planted and more opportunities will come your way. The third part is hard work plus character equals success. If you don't work hard but you have character, you're a great person to hang out with, but you're not going to succeed in the military. We have a very important mission and we need to get things done. If you work hard but don't have character, our first core value is integrity first. And that is very wise to make that our first core value, because if we don't have that, we don't have success. We don't have success in the battlefield. We don't have success at home. We don't have success in taking care of the people in the military that we're responsible for. And we don't have success in representing the ideals of this great country that we all serve. So you need to have hard work and you need to have character. The fourth one is taking responsibility for yourself and your performance. Own it. Take responsibility for it. We don't play the blame game. There's a great book called Extreme Ownership. I recommend that to everybody. It's just a fantastic book about taking responsibility. Well, what surprised me about the military is, I had this vision that, we were kind of like robots, and we all just kind of did the same thing. But the military is very diverse. There's people going through human life, normal human life where there's ups and downs. People lose family members. People go through tragedies. People do the most amazing things. Sometimes people will disappoint you. And you have to, as a leader, you have to be solid enough to where you can help people manage those, to where hopefully you create cultures that bring out the very best in our people, all right? And that's one of the things that, I've always tried to live up to and always tried to do, is to try to bring out the best in our people. And then any advice for family members? The best advice I have for family members out there is to just be present. Just be available and be present. I was away from my family for many years. I was stationed most of my career overseas. And I tell you what, just knowing that I could pick up the phone and talk to people and they were available, that occasional text, that occasional letter, it meant all the world to me. And when I was deployed, those care packages, they really meant a lot. And that's just another form of presence. So I just want to introduce the Air Force branch for this Patriots dinner. I'm so proud of you. I know you guys are going to have a fantastic time in the military. Make it a great one. Take care.
To the United States Air Force. Aim high.
Welcome to the Air Force.
Good evening. I'm Chief Diana Murphy of the United States Coast Guard. Congratulations, and thank you for choosing to serve your country. I've been in the Coast Guard for 15 years, and I can honestly say it was the best decision I ever made. You're about to embark on the greatest adventure of your life, and I'm excited for all the opportunities that await you. As you prepare for basic training, I know you have many questions and concerns about what lies ahead. I can assure you this is completely normal, and all those that went before you had the same questions and concerns. I can also assure you that what lies ahead will be an unforgettable experience that only those who have served can truly understand. You're about to become part of something bigger than yourself, something that will challenge you and make you grow in ways you can never imagine. There is so much pride and honor in serving in the armed forces of the greatest country in the world. Whether you choose to do one tour or make a career of it, I guarantee the experiences you have will be beyond your wildest dreams. You will travel to amazing places and meet remarkable people. When I joined the Coast Guard 15 years ago, I never imagined I'd be sitting where I am today. I had planned on doing one tour and then getting out and continue on to a new career path. However, the people I would meet and the bonds that we would form would forever change that path. The people that you are about to meet will not only become your lifelong friends, they will become your family. You will laugh together, you will cry together, you will share inside jokes that only you get. You may go months or even years without speaking to one another once one of you transfers from your unit or leaves the service. However, when you do, it will be as if not a day has passed. This bond is what binds military men and women together forever and is truly unbreakable. One thing I've learned in my Coast Guard career that I would like to pass on to you is to embrace each and every assignment you are given, because you just never know how much you will learn, what opportunities it will open for you, or who you will meet. The training and experience you will receive will benefit you years down the road, long after you have transitioned out of the military. So stay steadfast in your mission and use each day to better yourself for the future. Embrace every moment and cherish the memories you make. Lastly, I would like to express my gratitude to the family and friends of these young, brave men and women for supporting their decision to join. As they head off to boot camp, I would like you to keep one thing in mind. No news is good news. If they are not writing home as often as you'd like, please understand that they are diligently focusing on the task at hand. But please keep writing them as many letters as you can, as often as you can, and encouraging them to push forward. The support of family and friends is what makes each day easier than the last. Again, congratulations, seniors. I wish you all the best on your future endeavors.
Welcome to the Coast Guard.
Welcome to the Coast Guard.
Hi, I'm Tamra Fumagalli. I'm a second lieutenant in the United States Space Force, and I've been in the service for about a year now. My duty title is a Space Systems Operator. So essentially what that means is I'm going to be, once I graduate from training here at Vandenberg Air Force Base, I'm going to be in charge of enabling and upkeeping all of the satellites that we all know and love, such as the Global Positioning System, otherwise known as GPS, and all the other satellites that are in charge of providing uses to the civilian world, such as Wi-Fi, cellular service, and that sorts. My experience in the military up to this point is a little shorter. I've only been technically active duty for about a year now, but before I was active duty, I went to the Air Force Academy, where I got a degree in systems engineering over a four-year-long course. So essentially what I did is I graduated high school just like a lot of you are today, and I attended a school where we focused on military training and how to become an officer, as well as get our technical degrees in bachelor's in science. I would probably tell my younger self to be open-minded about the types of jobs the military has to offer. I'll share some of my experiences. Coming into the academy, I thought for sure I was going to be a pilot, because you think Air Force, Space Force wasn't a thing when I first joined. You think Air Force, oh, I should be flying. Come time down to it, I was medically disqualified from being a pilot, so that opened up a lot more opportunities for me. And somebody had mentioned space, and I was like, that sounds kind of cool. It seems like it's going to be really important, which, P.S., I come to find out it is a really important job. And I kept an open mind, and I had a good attitude about it, and I'm sitting here today, and I have no regrets. What surprised me about the military is just the diversity of people you'll meet. And you'll make some of the best bonds that you've had in your entire life. And I'm still keeping in touch with people at the academy, and I hope 20, 30 years from now, these are going to be the same people that I stay in contact with. It's a lot of very like-minded people, very goal-oriented, goal-driven people. And that's exactly what I've been wanting to surround myself with all my life, and I've achieved that here in the military. My recommendation for friends and family in terms of supporting your service member, reach out a lot. There's a lot of times in the military where it's a very high-stress job. We're in charge of really important things that have to do with our national security. Reach out and just ask how they're doing. That's all they need. Maybe let them talk about it a little bit, but make sure you keep open arms every time they come around, because they are doing something really special.
I am Clovis Unified Superintendent Dr. Emer O'Farrell. Graduation from high school is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and at Clovis Unified, we like nothing more than to celebrate our graduates in a big way. Our usual Patriot dinner, hosted in the spring by our Clovis Veterans Memorial District Board of Directors, is one of the events I most look forward to all year. The music of our Armed Services Band, the heroic representation of all branches of our military, the families and educational support team of our students, and their mentors together make for a much-deserved celebration of our class of 2021 students entering the military service. I'm so disappointed not to be able to celebrate you in person this year. And so, while graduation for our class of 2021 may look different, it is absolutely worth celebrating. Congratulations to each of our graduates participating in today's Salute to Patriots virtual event. You have walked a unique path to graduation, and along the way you have learned lessons of perseverance and courage. Life requires all of us to have these traits, and while we are missing the chance to come together over dinner to celebrate you, my hope for each of you is that the past year has shown that you are ready to embrace your futures. I have every confidence that they are bright and beautiful. Thank you for committing to serve our nation at a time when you are needed now more than ever. I wish you every success. Please always remember that Clovis Unified is behind you, supporting you, and here for you for anything you may ever need. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Hi, my name is Sean Osberg. I'm the principal at Sierra High School, and I just want to say thank you for taking this commitment to serve our country and your service to our country and to our freedom. It's pretty amazing as a young adult to make that decision, and I know for me as the principal and as a community member and as a father, I truly appreciate your decision, and I am so grateful that you're going to go serve our country. So thank you.
Hi, I just wanted to say thank you for all that you are doing and the commitment that you've made to serve our great nation. We thank you and we support you.
Hello, I'm Jose Flores, Clovis City Council member. I want to thank all the veterans for their service. You are very brave, you're very courageous, and I want to express my gratitude to you. Thank you.
This is Councilmember Vong Monatua, the City of Clovis. Thank you for your service.
Hi, I'm Councilmember Lynn Ashbeck. I grew up in a Navy household, so in honor of my dad, I have on his Navy wings tonight, and in honor of you, we are grateful for your service.
Hi, my name is Bob Whalen. I'm a council member for the City of Clovis. And I want to thank you for your service. And as those words come out of my mouth, I recognize that that's probably not enough. But know that it's heartfelt, not just for me, but for all of those that you have served. Thank you again.
Hi, this is Clovis Mayor Drew Bessinger. As a U.S. Army veteran and the son of a World War II POW, I know the service and the sacrifice that our men and women uniformed do every single day. Thank you for your service.
Hello, I'm Councilman Gary Bredefeld. I want to thank all the 2021 graduates who've made a commitment, a huge commitment to serve this great nation. You know, I served in the United States Navy, and I'll tell you, it's one of the proudest things that I've ever done. I have no doubt you will feel the same way. I want to thank you. The city of Fresno thanks you, and your country thanks you. Good luck.
I'm Supervisor Nathan Magsig, and I wanted to say thank you for your service.
Average age of the young American serving in uniform today is 20 and a half years of age, making him about 10 months older than his grandfather, who would have served in my war. He's a high school graduate. He's a volunteer. He is brighter, better educated, better trained, led, and equipped than any soldier, sailor, airman, guardsman, or Marine of any country in history. He goes to work wearing an 8-pound Kevlar helmet, a 45-pound flak jacket, and today in Kandahar it was 110 degrees, and he'll hike up those hills and walk back down them without complaining.
To the graduating class of 2021, God bless you. You are making the decision to defend the greatest nation on earth. We want you to know that you are not alone. Your families will hold down the fort, and the district will always have our doors open for you and your families. The Clovis community values service, and we will always be here for you. To our community who is joining us and enjoying the blanket of freedom provided to all of us by the 1% who continue to serve this great nation, let us never forget their service, and let's commit to doing our part in fulfilling the duties as responsible citizens, which collectively make this nation the greatest nation to live in. As a community, we must uphold our commitment to the members of our armed forces, to honor their sacrifice and to look after their families. We hope to see you next year to honor our 2022 graduating class who will answer the call to duty. I think it was Reagan who said, we are all but one generation away from seeing this experiment that we know as America to fade away into the vast of history if we have a generation who opts not to answer that call. I'm proud to say that in this community, that's never been an issue. We answer the call because we know what we defend. We remember that freedom is not free, and we salute your service and honor your sacrifice. God bless you, and thank you for joining us in this salute to our 2021 Patriots.